Today in Cannabis News, the Overdose Crisis Task Force of Seattle, Washington suggests that all substances be decriminalized. U.S. senators are inundated with comments on the federal cannabis policy reform proposal, and the Drug Enforcement Administration proposes a substantial increase in cannabis and psilocybin cultivation for scientific purposes in order to create FDA-approved medications. It's Friday, September 3rd, and this is your Trichomes Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the Trichomes.com studios in Southern California. It's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
First up, a local task team has recommended universal decriminalization of all substances in a reply to a Seattle, Washington City Council's call for policy guidance on how to reduce fatal overdoses. Psychedelics particularly could be a viable treatment for substance misuse disorders and mental health issues, according to the team. The team made their suggestions at a conference this week. They claimed that reducing punishments surrounding restricted drugs and even legalizing and controlling them would create opportunities for research and access to a regulated, safe supply in a manner that is safest for everyone in the community, according to a single-page synopsis. The Overdose Emergency Innovative Recovery Expert Panel, assembled and coordinated by the group Vocal Washington as well as community activists, released 5 policy proposals this week, one of which includes decriminalization. Other ideas include more housing, rehabilitation, and harm prevention programs, and also initiatives to lessen the stigmatization associated with substance abuse.
Next up, a wide range of proponents advocacy organizations, such as NORML, Marijuana Policy Project, National Cannabis Industry Association, and Hemp Roundtable, have weighed in on a draft Senate proposal that would legalize cannabis on a federal level in the United States. While supporters of legalization have applauded the unveiling of the Cannabis Administration and Opportunity Act, many have some recommendations for improvement, particularly in areas of social equity, licensure, taxation policies, and interstate trade. NORML's comments mostly focused on the necessity to support those who have been criminalized due to cannabis illegality, ensuring that there are regulations to avoid corporate overtake of the sector, and maintaining the infrastructure of current state industries. For too long, the criminalization of cannabis has been a tool used to disrupt communities and foster distrust of law enforcement, the letter says. It is our sincere hope that your team will be successful in collaborating with our colleagues and other good faith stakeholders to ensure that the impending shift in federal policy takes great strides toward rectifying the situation by advancing comprehensive reform that is centered in science, evidence, and rational thought.
Last up, the Drug Enforcement Administration declared in a memo submitted in the Federal Register that it is urging significant increases in the production of the Schedule I substances psilocybin, psilocin, marijuana, and marijuana extract, which are directly related to increased interest by DEA registrants in the use of hallucinogenic controlled substances for research and clinical trial purposes. Although the department has previously altered production quotas for Schedule I substances such as cannabis, this phrasing is distinctive, showing a more progressive approach towards the medical value of psychedelics and cannabis as more regions update statutes regarding the substances. For scientists and activists, this is a positive sign. It indicates that the nation's top substance enforcement department is acknowledging a burgeoning scientific specialty and seeking to foster research on the substances despite their Schedule I status. And achieving the production quota for cannabis especially may be easier now that the DEA has chosen to eliminate the University of Mississippi's decades-long monopoly on federally licensed cannabis production by permitting more cultivators for studies.
That was today's Buzz. Thanks for listening. For more cannabis news and insights from industry professionals and a place to discuss these stories and others, visit trichomes.com.
And be sure to catch up with all of our other cannabis industry-related podcasts, like Hash It Out, Tech in Cannabis, or the International Cannabis Conversation, wherever you get your podcasts. For trichomes.com, I'm RJ Balde.
And I'm Devin Liao. Have a great day.